Hello, and welcome back to another video. How are you doing today? How are you? I am riding in Manhattan through tremendous amounts of traffic. I opted to take the wheel instead of the car because of time constraints, and I wonder if the wheel will let me accomplish all my same goals as I would in my car, but on my wheel instead. Welcome back to another episode. I believe there are over 500 episodes in the vault. Feel free to click on any of them and check them out for some of my past adventures. And don't expect them to be as good as this one because I get better every day with every episode. Also, God forbid, any issues or knocking on wood sort of sentiments. Just you have to be safe out here and try your best. I talk about safety tips while riding. I talk about life ideas and other nonsensical ramblings. So thanks for joining me. This is a family-friendly, safe place to be for all ages and all backgrounds. Well, I'm holding my microphone today because the little clip thingy broke, and if I tried to use it, it didn't break off completely, but if I tried to use it, surely the microphone would fall and I would never see it again, and I don't want to lose money. I want to keep my money. Anyway, I'm riding with the bulls, so to speak. I'm in traffic with the car on my little one-wheel contraption. It looks like a toy. It basically is a toy. It's basically an unlicensed, unregulated experiment. A freak experiment of what it would be like to put one of those motorized hub wheels in the largest amount of size they could muster and smash two batteries alongside it in as compact of a plastic shell as they can design, with as strong of an axle metal bolt running through the center as they can contrive, and throw two pedals on the side that look like two little fish fins, little pedals, so that the user can stand on those pedals. And that's it. No straps, no ropes, no buckets, no nothing, no remote, nothing but the sensor that feels your weight leaning forward and a sensor that feels your weight leaning backwards and a power button. They also managed to throw a Bluetooth signal in there to give some data back to your phone, and they also managed to throw a light bulb on the front and back of this thing, so if you ride at night you have a little bit of assistance with that. Put that all together and you have what you see now, which is me ripping through the streets of Manhattan in a most unsavory manner. And I say unsavory even though I love it, because it is unsavory. I'm on foot in traffic. I'm standing upright. I'm in traffic. I'm not holding a scooter. I'm not riding a motorcycle. I'm standing on the contraption, the pedals. I can jump off right now. Literally just jump. Nothing is keeping me on this thing other than my own balance, my own repetition of balance learned, so that when I lean forward, I don't fall forward. And so when I lean back to brake, I don't fall back. It's just practice. You know how any person, when they just keep repeating the same actions and motions over and over again, they basically adapt to it. And so that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing a person adapt to standing on two pedals. There are some power pads that my shins can lock into as a way of kind of holding me up a little bit so I don't slide too far forward. Also, it locks in so I can accelerate a little better. And that's it. So, I don't know. You tell me what you think. Sometimes when I ride it, I feel like it's completely new to me, even though I've been doing it for about 2 years now. I'll suddenly be like, whoa, what am I doing? I'm standing on this thing. It can just get ripped right out from underneath me at any moment. I don't even have anything to hold on to it with my fingers. You know what I mean? Yeah, that guy's expression. I'm gonna try to zoom in and rewind that, because he just looked at me like, like exactly what I'm describing and thinking was his facial reaction. His facial expression was like, dude, like, what are you doing? You know, with a bike, they're just so familiar, and the learning curve is so much shorter. I think that's what really separates this thing from other things that you ride. A scooter, I feel like any human being takes about 30 seconds to get on the scooter. They kind of wiggle around for a second to find their bearings, and then before you know it, they're darting through traffic. Well, maybe not traffic, but on the bike lane, or if they're in a park, they're darting through the pathway. So it doesn't take much muscle memory or practice or repetition in order to understand the scooter thing. I feel like the scooter thing is kind of, I don't know, it's like kind of self-explanatory. It's not too crazy. It's pretty simple, pretty logical. This thing, what I'm doing right now, weaving around and doing figure eights, is a culmination of months of repetition, where you can get to the point where you're comfortable and you can actually kind of give yourself a little juice, a little boost. I don't know. It's a strange thing. I sort of feel like a participant and a spectator at the same time. That doesn't go away. Sometimes I'm in awe of it, just as much as what I presume others around me are. You know, the same sort of reaction, emotional fatigue you get from seeing this, and you're just like, what's going on, man? And it's like, you kind of feel that way throughout your tenure of riding as well, even as a rider. I mean, sure, eventually you do get a little better acquainted with it. You're not as, you know, the magic, I guess you can say the magic is not gone, but it's like, it's not the same as someone who's completely mystified and doesn't get how it works. You get how it works when you're doing it. It's almost like a dream becoming reality. Like a famous person is probably like, oh yeah, I mean, it seems crazy, it seems weird, but you know, I get how it works. I am famous. Like you get how it works. I'm not talking about me being famous. I'm talking about what a famous person must feel being famous. You know, so is the magic out of it? In some ways, yes, because it's no longer magic. It's perfectly rational and feasible. And at the same time, no, it's not out of it. You still completely feel the magic. You can completely feel how crazy and ridiculous it is that this thing was ever invented, that someone had the gall to say, hey, look, this is what it's going to be. But of course, you know, big things start small. The first wheel wasn't, they were never at this magnitude. They were actually smaller, and they had two wheels side by side to help keep you upright. I mean, the thing has definitely evolved. The theory of evolution is strong on this thing. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.